Nerd Boulevard, and bootbox.us.
Don't miss the fun. The Lone Star Car Show, Saturday, June 24th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Killeen Civic and Conference Center, 3601 South W.S. Young Drive. To become a vendor, email lonestarcarshow@gmail.com.
What happens when you introduce traditionally seasoned choice beef to a 100% hardwood fire and slow smoke it for hours? Some call it magic. At Uncle Dan's, we call it barbecue. Uncle Dan's is your home for fresh premium meat, slow smoked daily, and served up juicy and delicious. Cut fresh to order at both our Hewitt and Waco locations. We're serving up Central Texas tradition 6 days a week.
John.
Whether a quick trip through our drive-thru, or if you would like to meet friends and family in one of our dining rooms and sit a spell, our team is always happy to serve you. Uncle Dan's, your hometown Waco barbecue and catering team.
This is the men's basketball Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Today's Countdown to Tip-Off show is brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today.
There we go.
Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Nissan, innovation that excites. Coming up, we'll break down today's game, check scores, and take you inside Baylor men's basketball. And now, we're live alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. Here's the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
From inside Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas, welcome into Baylor Big 12 basketball. Tonight, the Bears look to follow up on their big win over Oklahoma State earlier this week in Stillwater, taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. Hi, everybody. Welcome into our Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. John Morris alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator. Little strange to have a game on a Friday night in the regular season, but one of the new television partners with the Big 12, Pat, is Fox Television, and this game on national TV on Fox tonight. Gus Johnson, Jim Jackson, Allie Williams will have the call there, and it's a big game. It's Baylor and KU.
Well, and John, Baylor and Kansas are the only Power 5 schools to win 18-plus games every year since 2008. So you think about that, the consistency of the success of these programs has put them at a level among college basketball as two of the very best to play the game, really, over a long period of time. And so this is an unusual matchup between the two teams when they're both unranked, which is a bit of a strange twist for this matchup. But we're talking to people in the hotel lobby that are here, obviously, Kansas Jayhawks fans. And a number of them, John, are coming to this game because it's Baylor, because it's Kansas Baylor. So I think it's helpful for our fans to appreciate across the country the level of notoriety that Baylor basketball has.
Yeah, that's a great point. Home teams have dominated in this series of late. The last 10 meetings, Baylor and Kansas are 5-5 against each other. And Baylor has won the last two in the series. That would have been the last 2 years, both of those in Waco.
Yeah, didn't come to Allen Fieldhouse a year ago, but did get the win in Waco. So again, that tells you 5-5 the last 10 games. These two teams are fairly evenly matched. Now they're playing from different spots now, both kind of in the middle tier right now. Baylor 1-3 in the league. Kansas, what is Kansas, 2-2 at this part of the game. So they're playing from a different spot. They're playing a little bit from behind. I think for both of them, more behind than they're accustomed to at this part of the season.
Both teams coming off big wins as well.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. The Iowa State win, John, I didn't think anybody could dominate Iowa State like Kansas did when these two teams met in Allen Fieldhouse their last game. And then for Baylor, John, we've been saying all year long, particularly when conference started, that the Bears were due for a breakout kind of game. I thought Oklahoma State, they got that. They got a best of the season thus far performance from Michael Rataj. They were good in a number of different areas. So hopefully that gave them the confidence to understand what this team can really look like when it's playing well.
All right, Baylor and Kansas coming up. Bears are 11-5 on the year. They're 1-3 in Big 12 play. Again, coming off the 94-79 win over Oklahoma State in Stillwater on Tuesday. Kansas is 12-5. They are 2-2 in the league, as Pat said, and they are coming off a big win, 84-63 over Iowa State. Then undefeated and ranked number 2 in the nation, the Cyclones were when they came into Allen Fieldhouse. So big wins for both earlier this week, and a fun Friday night in the Big 12 to kick off the weekend.
I love it, and it's Baylor-Kansas. And John, for me anyway, you and I have been around the country, seen a lot of different venues. To me, this is my favorite visiting venue in the country. There's just something special about this place. It's historic. There's a museum out front to honor James Naismith and the growth of the program. Really think about the Kansas program and the impact it's had on what has become college basketball as we know it today. It's a storied tradition, and they come out. I mean, the students aren't officially in session yet, and I'm looking over to our left. It's packed. I mean, nobody's going to miss this game.
Yeah, great matchup, Baylor and Kansas. Plenty more to come. We'll take a break. When we come back, visit with Baylor's leading scorer, Cameron Carr. We've got that when we return on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. Made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Back with more after this, live from Lawrence, Kansas, and here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Yeah, no, it was exciting. Glad to see everybody shooting well, finding their groove, and just having good carryover. So,
yeah, is there carryover, you think, from that game into this game tonight?
I feel like there has to be. I feel like we had really good rhythm going into the game. We had really good mindset. I feel like our standard is now set on how we should play, and so it's just implementing that, especially going to KU. It's going to be a big game, a lot of fans, it's going to be loud, just not letting that dictate how we play.
Yeah, we look at it as tough to play 2 road games in the league in the same week. How do you guys look at it?
I think it's just an opportunity. I feel like God presents us with some opportunities that you just can't pass up. It's what you've asked for since you were a kid. So, man, it's just getting to step in there, probably take a second before tip-off to just realize, man, I'm here right now, and then attacking it head on. So I think that just trying to stay composed, stay level-headed through the ups and the downs, going through halftime, coming out of halftime strong is big for us. So.
Great. You've got it's your first game to play here in Allen Fieldhouse, but you got a little history here.
Yeah, no. Pops coached at K-State, so I got to see a couple games at KU and at K-State. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun atmosphere to be in. Like I said, it's a dream to be able to play in like one of 3 arenas, and this is one of them. So it's just a great opportunity to step on the court and show what God's given me. So
it'd be great. Would be a big win for you guys. Have a great game, and thanks for the visit.
Thank you so much. Sick 'em.
Great to visit with Cameron Carr, 6'5", 181-pound redshirt sophomore, originally from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Played at Link Academy, transferred from Tennessee to Baylor, and he's been great, hasn't he? I mean, he's fit right in with the culture of the program. He's been terrific.
Yeah, and John, his attitude is so good. Yeah. It's so positive. You remember back after the Houston game, which was a fist fight, they felt, continuing that metaphor, analogy, whatever, beaten down, really. Right. I know I did a little bit after that game. Well, he got on the postgame show in the interview and said, we're staying up, we're going to get better, we're going to learn from this and all those great things. And then you look at what happened at Oklahoma State. I think it's guys like Carr that have to carry that attitude. And Coach Drew talks so much about team leadership, servant leadership. I think Carr fits right in. Talk about bringing in guys that fit. Carr is a perfect fit for this program.
Yep, great to visit with Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer on the season. Watching the Bears warm up on the floor. They're down to the end to our right, the Jayhawks to our left. And Dan Skillings going through all warm-ups, went through practice the last couple of days. Dan was not available with a knee injury the Oklahoma State game, but looks like he'll be back and available this evening.
Yeah, and it gets him back to an 8-man rotation, which is really important. And I think, too, you've got to have athletes on the floor. And Skillings is not a guy that Baylor's going to run their offense through, but he gets loose balls, he gets rebounds, he gets a lot of stuff that doesn't show up in the box score. And so they need his body, need that athletic ability. He makes game-changing kind of plays. And then, again, he just gets them a rotation that's one they can win with on the road.
So both teams warming up, and here come the officials coming out on the floor. It's Doug Sermons, Tony Padilla, Roger Ayers, our 3 officials tonight. The record books will tell you the all-time series favors Kansas 37-11. And here in this building in Allen Fieldhouse, that is a 21-1 advantage for the Jayhawks. That one was very memorable for the Bears, Pat. 2020, Baylor came in here and won a big game over KU.
And that was very much a lopsided record, one-loss record, Baylor-Kansas, for a long time. But when Coach Drew got here and got the ship righted a little bit, actually a lot, things changed fairly dramatically. Another stat I saw, John, it's really interesting. Kansas is 25-5 in Allen Fieldhouse in games where they're playing an opponent that is ranked higher than they are. Think about that.
Higher than them.
25-5. Yeah. So this place it's a magical sort of place. They were already, John, they did things in this arena that just don't really happen otherwise. The Iowa State beatdown, which shocked me. Wasn't surprised that Kansas won that game, but then also beating TCU here in overtime, even getting that game to overtime, that just doesn't happen anywhere else. So, when you play Kansas in Allen Fieldhouse, they're about 10 points better.
Yeah. Just 10? Just 10?
I'd say 10.
Well, they had no business winning that game over TCU. TCU had virtually the game locked up, and Kansas tied it, forced overtime, and, of course, won when they got to overtime.
Now, they're always good, and that has a lot to do with the record that they've been able to put together here in this arena. But there's something special about this place.
Yeah, I don't think we're overselling that. We want you to know what it's like to come into this building. The students camp out. I mean, it is blowing snow outside, and they were lined up to get in, not just get in, but get the best seats to come in.
Yeah.
Even though, school's not in session, they're back, they're here, they packed it out. This will be the 393rd consecutive sellout in this building tonight.
Yeah, and this is a place where you walk in last night at the shoot-around. It's not aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
In fact, it looks like a big old high school gym, but it's hard to imagine then what you're going to see the next day, and that is this place, elbow to elbow, holding as many people as this place will accommodate.
Yeah, and it is the old field house structure that they haven't done much to. I mean, they've got a very modern video board, four-sided above us, above the court, but they've got the old wooden seats that are here. They don't want to change that because they're packed in so tight. They'd lose capacity if they put new seats in here.
Yeah, and I think, too, you got to go with the historic. There's sort of a vintage feel to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine watching Wilt Chamberlain playing here, JoJo White playing here, and it goes on and on and on. It really does. It hasn't changed, and I think that's by design. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's named after Fog Allen, of course. It is James Naismith Court, man who invented the stinking game. The rules of basketball are on display here in this building, so it is just seeping with tradition and history. And the challenge for Baylor is not to play the history of Kansas basketball.
Right.
It's to play this Kansas team on this night tonight.
And I will add to that, John, this is a winnable game, a very winnable game for Baylor, a team that finally put one together. Listen to Coach Self's pregame interview about the Baylor-Kansas matchup. Baylor has gotten his attention, and that's certainly this season, but it's also just the history of the Baylor-Kansas game. Coach Drew has a great game plan. We were able to set through today what he's got in store for his team today. This is a winnable game. They've got to play well, got to do a few things really well, but if they do that and have a chance at the end, I think with Coach Drew coming up here, his attitude is you've got to be up 9 or 10 under 5 to play to have a chance, and that's a tall order, but that I think is the MO for this team. It has been in the past. I think it will be again tonight.
All right, that's the challenge for the Bears tonight here against these Kansas Jayhawks. We are brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. When we continue on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off, our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. That's straight ahead, live from Lawrence, here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas, it's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back to Lawrence. Let's continue on our pregame show. Let's visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. And, Coach, a little bit of an odd week schedule-wise. You play on Tuesday, you play on Friday, and both of them are road games this week.
Yeah, not a recipe for success in the Big 12 normally because it's hard to win on the road, as we all know. But the good news is we played really well on Tuesday, and hopefully that carries over to Friday.
Really got the week off to a great start, shot at a record pace, and everything just seemed to flow really well in the win over Oklahoma State.
Well, when the ball goes in, it seems to help everything. Helps the defense, helps camaraderie. But I thought to begin with, whenever you set a Big 12 record for us as far as field goal percentage in the first half, that means, one, you're taking the right shots. Because if you're taking bad shots, no matter what you do, you can't make that many. So I thought our shot selection was really good. I thought our transition offense was really good. And hopefully we can pick up where we left off, and sometimes playing in Lawrence or playing after a game where you just had success, now you might revert back to the old ways because you get a little confident, and we know pride comes before the fall. And my point is, just because you can make a shot doesn't mean it's the best one for the team, and getting everybody's best shot early in the shot clock's really imperative so that we can shoot a high percentage, so we can get back setter defense. And then with our defense, when we can get stops and we can get out in transition, makes the game so much easier. So hopefully we both those parts can continue to carry over.
Yeah, you've said before, shooting, making shots is contagious. One way or the other, it can be contagious. Was that a factor? Did we see that in Stillwater?
I definitely think a couple things. One, shot selection, and then two, get some easy ones in transition helped with all that. Yeah. And then when the ball's going in, it makes it a lot easier for the next person. It's kind of like free throw shooting. Some nights you're just you're 18 for 20 and things feel so right, and then the next day you're 12 for 22 and you're like, what happened?
All right, so Kansas tonight in their place. We know how tough it is to come in and win here. What about this Kansas team? We got some good freshmen in this league. Darren Peterson's certainly up there.
Yeah, I mean, Darren, probably him, maybe one other for first pick in the draft at worst, top three. And he's somebody that can hurt you all three levels. He gets to the free throw line, makes 90% of those in conference. In conference, he shoots 38% for the season, 40 from three. And then he's somebody that can pass the ball, so you can't just load up and put two on the ball all the time because he hurts you passing out. But really what's made Kansas, I think, is he was in and out for a minute. Now he's back. They have some rhythm. And Trey White's really, and Marvin Council's really playing well with each other and with him. And I think that's really what led to that Iowa State game for them. Very similar to our Oklahoma State game. They got stops, they got transition, they got really good looks, they made a high percentage, and it just snowballed from there.
Coach Self is not playing a real deep rotation right now, is he?
Well, yeah, there's 9 guys that he'll play, and last game he played 7, and it worked out pretty well, so I would imagine he's going to try to keep that 7. But, I mean, if he goes to 8 and 9, it's great to always have that option because you never know game to game. Sometimes people are sick, sometimes they just don't have the juice, sometimes they're in foul trouble. So it's always great to have a bench that you, as a coach, you don't have to change your game planning. You don't have to play more conservative or not as aggressive because you don't have someone to go to. They just choose not to, which allows them to keep the game plan the way they want it.
Yeah. Along those lines, you didn't have Dan Skillings against Oklahoma State. Hopefully have him back tonight.
Yeah, Dan's first, he's tough. Second, he's a quick healer. And I know he wants to be out there and help the team as quick as he can. So it's great to see just how hard he's rehab to get back.
Good. Coach, would be big win tonight. Let's get it, and we'll visit with you after the game.
Well, the good thing, they're all big in the Big 12, so let's get this one.
All right. Thank you, Coach Drew. It's Baylor and Kansas coming up here in Lawrence. More of our pregame show after this. Pat's Keys to the Game when we come back here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we
Good.
celebrate our 10th year
So you heard that? So I said that.
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Got keys?
Keys, yeah.
Got 'em.
But you heard me say that going to the break. So Coach Drew's right there. He heard me say that also.
The keys?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that.
So he's counting on them.
Yeah. So here's
better get him right.
He's coming back.
Speaking of breakout games, we need Najee to have one.
Yeah. That would be big.
I scored some fun finds here.
Could come.
But here's the real deal.
Yeah.
When you donate or shop at
I watched
Goodwill,
flying home from Oklahoma State,
get jobs,
was sitting next
training,
to
or even
Melvin,
a high school diploma.
and he was
HOT
breaking the game
Goodwill
down.
celebrating 70 years
and,
strong and still changing lives through the power of work.
So I was asking him what he was seeing, and
donate,
the way they break
shop,
a game
change
down.
lives.
Oh, yeah.
That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
It's crazy.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And back with us courtside inside Allen Fieldhouse. They have cranked up the decibels as we near tip-off tonight. All right, Pat, you heard we finished with Coach Drew. I said Pat's keys to the game when we come back. Coach Drew heard me say that as we recorded it.
Right.
So here's his message to you from Coach Drew.
Yeah, Pat Nunley's keys to the game. First, choose the right lure. Second, have the right rod and line. Third, go with someone that knows where the fish are. Fourth, make sure you stay in your canoe.
There you go.
I have nothing to add.
Well, you can amplify on any of those if you would like, but how about that? That's Coach Drew in a nutshell.
Well,
right there.
the key among the keys he just gave is to stay in the kayak. That's a whole nother story.
That's right.
Not the appropriate time to share that.
Yeah.
But what I will share, John, is when you come to play Kansas, one key never changes. We've been coming up here forever. It's the same key every time, and number one is you can't do anything that fuels transition by Kansas, because in this arena, when you let them get out and get going and you get this crowd involved, you're in for a long night. And what that means is got to limit turnovers. You really have to limit live ball turnovers. No bad shots on your offensive end, no quick shots on your offensive end, because those fuel transition as well. So nothing has changed there. That's much easier said than done. But that is job number one. And then number two, Bears got a defensive rebound. I mean, Coach Drew's talked a lot this season about how that has been a growing edge for them. It's a little unusual for a Baylor basketball team to not be a really strong, powerful defensive rebounding team. In fact, right now in the league, Baylor is 14th in the league in defensive rebounding in conference games. That's got to get better. If they want to get level set and they want to be able to compete the way they compete, are accustomed to competing in this league, got to do that. They also, John, got to make free throws, and that's been an Achilles heel once conference started. In fact, this team was leading the league pre-conference in free throw shooting. Now that we're 4 games into the league, Baylor is last in the league in free throw shooting at right at 65%. If you're going to compete in this league, you got to rebound, you got to make your free throws, and I think those are 2 of the 3 keys tonight.
All right, very good. Pat's keys to the game. Coach Drew's keys for Pat. And we're nearing tip-off, top of the hour, Baylor and Kansas. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds along the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Tip-off straight ahead, Baylor and KU from Lawrence. That'll wrap up our Conecuh Sausage countdown to tip-off. Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Final pregame timeout, back with the opening tip. Bears and Jayhawks from Lawrence coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of venture cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
I want to remind you our Courtside cam is up and running, brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. You can see our spot right here inside Allen Fieldhouse. Check it out, our Courtside cam, brought to you by NextLink.
Well, big difference in the game right now. Obviously, the score 13-4, Kansas leads. But of those 13 points scored by Kansas, 10 of those in the lane, 10 of those in the paint. And it's not like they're all coming from Paducah. He's got 4. But we said during the first segment of the game before the media timeout, we knew coming in the Kansas guards play going downhill. I mean, they are going one direction, and that is into the lane with the ball. Peterson has completed a couple of shots in the lane. He's gotten a free throw down. But right now you can tell Kansas hasn't even attempted a three-point shot in the ball game. That's where they want to live. And that's why you got James Najee coming into the ball game. I'm not sure he was in there before the timeout. Not sure he'll come back on the floor at the end of this break. But Bears need some bulk in the low post. In fact, Najee is going to play. And they need defense. They need his length in the low post. Because right now the Bears really have no answer for just incredible offensive pressure applied by the Jayhawks.
Well, and Pat, here comes Dan Skillings Jr. on for the first time tonight as well. Dan did not play in the win over Oklahoma State on Tuesday. A knee injury kept him sidelined, but good practices the last couple of days. So good to see Dan Skillings back on for Baylor. And it is an 8-man rotation for the Bears. Make note of that.
Well, it was 7 at Oklahoma State.
That's right. That's right.
And so you can play that way. In fact, in that game, Obi Agbam played 40 minutes. It's nice, but that's too many.
Inbounds it comes, short shot clock. Bears, I know, knew it, but didn't get the shot up in time. Obi Agbam put up the shot, but after the shot clock expired.
Jayhawks have made 6 of 7, and you hope from a Baylor perspective that they're not going to continue to shoot at that pace. Kind of doubt they will, but they're off to a great start.
That is officially a turnover, second of the half for the Bears. Here's Peterson launching a 3, left side. Nothing but net for Darren Peterson.
And again, if you're coming at him on the catch, he already has it, you are way too late. One of the deadliest shooters in the league.
12-point lead for the Jayhawks, their biggest of the half. Bears ball down 16-4. There's Tunde Yesufu, turnaround jumper over White. Rolls off the rim, no good. Trey White, the rebound. White out of Little Elm, Texas. Give it top of the key to Marco Jackson, who's checked in. Back to Peterson. He literally cannot miss. Another 3 by Peterson. And that leads to another timeout by Scott Drew.
You know, he's put on a clinic right now. I mean, he's made 5 of 5 shots. A couple of threes have gone down. And one of the best players in the country. And the challenge is, what do you do with that? And it's going to sound easy. It's not. But somehow you have got to deny him the ball. And when the Kansas offense is revolving around making sure he gets his touches. That's really hard to do, but somehow you just got to deny him the ball.
Pat, he's a 90% free throw shooter. We mentioned that a couple of times. He's missed more shots at the free throw line than he has from the floor. He's 5 of 5. A couple of those are three-pointers. Peterson has 13 points in the first, 5.5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, and we kind of expected coming into this game he would get his 24. That's what he gets on average. And you can beat Kansas with Darren Peterson scoring 24, but you can't do it at this pace. They've got to figure out an answer for him. And Coach Drew has played more zone than he's accustomed to playing over the course of this season. I know they started in a man. I think we're going to see zone. He might have played that right before the last media, but you got to switch defenses, do whatever to try to keep Kansas a little off balance and feeling just a little bit uncomfortable. Wow. They don't feel uncomfortable right now.
Not in the least. Leading Baylor 19-4. Bears inbound. Isaac Williams brings it across the midcourt stripe. Picks up his dribble. He is hounded by Elmarco Jackson. Gives it away to Cameron Carr, deep right wing. Pass, left corner. Yesufu's three is in from the left corner.
That's a great pass and a great find by Cameron Carr. That ball sailed about 35 feet in the air from one side of the floor to the other. Far corner, catch and shoot for Yesufu.
Makes it 19-7. Jayhawks lead is 12 over the Bears. Jackson gives it left side to Melvin Council. Back outside to Elmarco Jackson.
Bears have put Yesufu on Peterson, and he's on him like a glove.
That's a three that is no good by Trey White. That time Peterson didn't touch the ball that possession. Bears ball, trailing 19-7. Runner by Carr is no good, but he was fouled. Cameron Carr has such a knack for drawing fouls.
Yeah, he does. And again, on the defensive end, John, we wondered during that quick timeout from Coach Drew what the approach would be on Peterson. And I think it's Yesufu on Peterson, and it's Yesufu. You got one guy. You fight through every screen. You go over every screen. And Yesufu's the kind of guy that can do it. He's 6'5", 215, plays really hard, has a nose for the ball. Got to keep him out of foul trouble. But I think that is going to be the M.O. for the foreseeable future, at least in the first half.
So Cameron Carr at the line, 4-2, looking into a sea of waving arms from the Kansas students. First one is good by Carr. Statistically, Baylor's best free throw shooter, but man, the whole team's had some struggles at the line. Did hit 11 of 14 in the win over Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I would have liked to have gotten there more, but again, best free throw shooting team in the league before conference started, and now coming into this game, 16th in the league. That's dead last. Got to shoot him better, and off to a good start with Carr.
That is a precipitous drop from first to 16th. Carr hits them both. Bears need to take advantage of every opportunity they have. Now it's 19-9. Bears trail by 10 to the Jayhawks. 13:20 to play before halftime. Jackson turns the corner, drives, lays it up, and it was going to roll in, but Badunga couldn't help himself. He touched it. It's going to be an offensive goaltend that'll wipe out what was a sure basket.
Yeah, and Peterson's on the bench right now. I think that's the normal substitution strategy for Coach Self. But having him not on the floor gets Yesufu, I think, over to Trey White. He's also a really dangerous guard. These guards for Kansas are big and strong, and their mentality is to attack the rim.
Here's Williams, feeds Cam Carr, and Carr nails a triple from the right wing.
It's 5 in a row for Carr. He's the kind of scorer that if you can get him seeing a few go in the basket, look out.
It's 19-12. Bears close it to 7. They've trailed by as much as 15 here in the first half. For Kansas, a drive, shot, no good. That was a miss by Melvin Council. Rebound, Yesufu brings it up himself. Yesufu gives to Isaac Williams. Williams back to Yesufu, outside the arc on the left side. Launches a long three, maybe too long, missed that one. Rebound pulled down by Badunga. Badunga up the floor, gives to Trey White. To the trailer, Badunga. Now right side to Melvin Council Jr. To White, top of the key, he'll drive all the way, layup too strong, but the rebound by Badunga, head fake, shot, up and in by Badunga.
You know, they don't have any fouls to give, but I think in that situation you foul him. You get him to the free throw line. He's not a great free throw shooter, but that's a 100% chance shot right there. That close to the bucket, 6'9", 240, it's going in.
And an offensive rebound that led to that bucket.
That's right.
21-12, Jayhawks lead over the Bears, under 12 minutes on the clock, first half. Michael Ratai to the scorer's table to check in. Here's Carr. Left side, he will drive on Badunga. Shot is blocked by Badunga. Carr wanted a foul, he didn't get it. Big 12 blocks leader in Flory Badunga. Driving layup, no good by Melvin Council. Bears rebound. Skilling's gonna bring it up. Now pass it across midcourt line to Tunde Yesufu. Here's a drive by Isaac Williams. His runner no good. Tipped up by Powell, no good. Dive on the floor and the Bears have it back. There is a three by Cameron Carr that is good.
And that's one of the plays that Skillings can make. Ball's up for grabs. He went horizontal after the ball, and he tapped it out to I think Yesufu. Quick pass over to Carr, and he drilled the three.
21-15 is the score. Now a driving layup by Marco Jackson, his first two of the night. Jayhawks lead by 8, 23-15.
Now Jayhawks have cooled down a little bit, but not by much. They've made 6 of their first 7. They're now at 10 of 15.
Bears ball down by 8, 10:50 and counting, first half. From Lawrence, where the Bears have lost every trip but one that they have come here. One win was 2020. We'll talk about that when we come back from a timeout. Timeout on the floor, 10:44 to play before halftime. Kansas leads Baylor 23-15. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier.
There we go.
TFNB,
It's coming.
for life.
It's coming. We're listening for one thing.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
10 minutes, 44 seconds on the clock. First half, Bears trail Kansas 23-15. They have righted the ship somewhat from that early start. Bears trailed 19-4 out of the gates, but Pat, they got a couple of shots to fall, a couple of threes by Cameron Carr, been big for Baylor.
Yeah, and Carr's going to have to score tonight. In fact, Coach Self talked about playing Baylor this season anyway. It's 38 points from 2 guys. It's Yesufu and it's Carr, and you could just kind of hear him say, that's where we're going. I mean, if Baylor can't score, they're going to have a hard time. I mean, you're not getting big points from those guys, going to have a hard time winning. And so in this one, Carr with 8, Yesufu with 5, 13 of Baylor's 15. That's good. In fact, a little bit of a run by the Bears, 6 of 7 to start the game by Kansas, just 4 of 8 since that time. Bears holding their own on the glass, 9-8. They lead the rebounding battle. Not many rebounds to be gotten, though, on the offensive end. Bears with just one offensive rebound in the first portion of the first half, which led to a second chance point. So it was a really bad start, but the Bears, I think, John, to your point, have gotten a little more level set. Things look a little more rhythmic on the offensive side of the floor.
Pat mentioned Baylor 21-1 all time playing here in Allen Fieldhouse. There's a lot of teams that have very lopsided records playing in here. That one win, very memorable for the Bears. I remember Jared Butler played a key role. It was 2020. It was a COVID year. Came in here and won that game over the Jayhawks. And that was obviously so memorable because visiting teams always have a hard time coming into this building.
They do. Wasn't that the game that Butler had 30?
I think it was.
I think it was. That was a glimpse of great things to come from Jared Butler as a freshman, as I recall, or maybe a little bit further along than that. But, yeah, you remember those wins. They are hard to come by in Allen Fieldhouse.
Tell you what, last year pretty memorable in Waco also. Baylor trailed by 21 in the first half to the Jayhawks trailed by 19 at halftime and came all the way back to win the game 81-70. Remember how great that was, a 60-point second half by the Bears in Foster Pavilion last year. Here it's 23-15. Bears feed Caden Powell down low. Hook shot is up and in with the left hand by Powell.
And that play was called during the timeout. Bears come on the floor, needed a bucket, got one, ran that play to perfection. Score right below the basket from Powell.
Makes it 23-17. Here's an alley-oop to Badunga. Bryson Tiller to Badunga for the two-hand dunk.
When they bring Tiller up, and you've got your 5 guys away from the floor, they are doing that to space the floor and back cut or throw a lob like they did that time to Badunga.
25-17, 8-point lead for KU. Bears ball. Here's Carr on the left side to Ratai. He'll drive into the paint, spins around. He's cut off. Passes back outside to Yesufu. Yesufu, top of the key, working against Jamari McDowell. Leaner in the paint is no good, but he is fouled.
That's a nice play, and Yesufu with a move there, a little crossover, was an ankle breaker and got himself enough room to get the ball into the lane where he's really comfortable and look for contact. He got it, didn't get the bucket. He'll get a couple of free throws.
Second team foul on Kansas. Baylor just has 2 team fouls themselves. Here's Tunde Yesufu at the paint.
There it is.
And the first one is good by the freshman, who again doesn't look like a freshman, doesn't play like a freshman, and it doesn't seem like he's sped up so far tonight.
No, not at all. But, John, that's a really good point. Second free throw is right down the middle. You can't get sped up in this arena, and I think the Bears were, during the first 5 minutes of the game, have slowed things down since that time.
25-19 is the score. Bears within 6, 9.5 minutes to play, first half. McDowell gives the ball to Elmarco Jackson. Jackson, forearm shiver there to Obi Agbum, no foul. Badunga to Tiller. Tiller turns the corner. Drives on Powell. Shot no good. Got his own miss. Head fake. And then put it up and in.
Yeah, defensive rebounding has been a problem for the Bears, and that was at least 2 shots off of offensive rebounds for the Jayhawks.
First points tonight by the 6'11 freshman from Atlanta, Bryson Tiller. It's 27-19. 3 by Ratai is no good.
Yeah.
Yesufu battling for the rebound. What's the call there? Oh, a foul on KU. Yesufu was fouled going for that rebound.
Yeah, great work by Yesufu on the glass, but again, right after that shot from Ratai, I look over at Coach Drew and he's shaking his head left and right. He just, up here, if you're going to take that shot, you better make it because you're just not going to get that many cracks at the bucket. And that was a quick one by Ratai.
So the foul on Jamari McDowell. He was battling Yesufu for the rebound. Bears inbounds. Agbum inbounds to Yesufu, and a 3 from the right corner is good.
And he is hungry for the ball, and on the other end, he is glued to Darren Peterson.
Peterson launches a 3, back iron, no good, bounces over the top of the backboard and out of bounds.
You know, and the message to Yesufu is you've got one guy, and that's number 22. You don't help, you don't get off of him, you stay on him, just like you're in your uniform with him, and so far so good.
Baylor within 5, down 27-22. Agbum a 3, no good, back iron. Badunga rebounds for Kansas. Badunga puts the ball in the hands of Darren Peterson. Peterson up the left side of the floor. Carr picks him up. Peterson drives, runner. Yes, and a foul. Oh, man. Almost threw it up trying to draw contact, which he did, but then the shot goes in. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
You know, and Yesufu's on him, but they're still going to screen for him. I mean, he is one of the best offensive weapons in the league, in the country, and so they're screening for him, and Yesufu had a hard time getting over the ball screen, and when you're just a little bit slow coming off of that screen. You give Peterson a head start, he's going to make you pay.
That's 15 in the first half by Darren Peterson, looking for 16 at the line here. And he's got it with the free throw. 16 first half points by the freshman phenom Darren Peterson. Kansas leads Baylor 30-22.
Well, Kansas' largest lead in the game was 15, and the Bears that last possession got the lead down to 5. So a little bit of momentum here with 8:22 to play in the first half, down 8.
Isaac Williams trots it into the front court. He'll give the ball to Ratai. Now to Najee, top of the key, to Carr, to Yesufu. Yesufu has the ball knocked away from behind, stolen by KU. Up the floor is McDowell, too far into the bucket. He will pass it right wing to Peterson, who'll back it out of there himself. Darren Peterson will drive, pull up jumper, good. Man. Again, what do you do?
What do you do? He gets so low. When he is ready to do something with the ball, he is crouched down, and I mean into the lane quicker, and as soon as he gets it in the lane in scoring position, it is out of his hands.
Lead back to 10 for Kansas. Here's a drive and a tough shot that falls for Cameron Carr. Drives on the baseline right and got the shot to fall in. 32-24, 8-point lead for the Jayhawks. 7:24 to play, first half. Jackson gives it into the right corner to Council. Council back to Trey White. White on the right side, 7 to shoot. Drives to the baseline. Pulls up his dribble, jumps up, shoots, drew the contact. Well, that's a smart play, really. Isaac Williams fouled him as Trey White did a good job drawing that foul.
You know, and he just could not resist the urge to leave his feet. He had him. I mean, you cannot play better defense than Isaiah did on that play until that second head and shoulder fake, which got Williams off the floor, and then White could do anything he wanted, drew the foul, had an opportunity for a three-point play.
Timeout on the floor, 7:05 on the clock. First half, Kansas leads Baylor 32-24. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam Dunk Cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. Well, here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Also brought to you by Hellberg's. Fans, don't miss out on Texas' Top 50 Barbecue, located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Well, with 7:05 to go in the first half, it would be an understatement to say that Darren Peterson is the difference in this game. Right? 18 of Kansas, 32 in the game. He's made 7 of 8 shots, 2 of 3 at the three-point line, and he is maybe better than advertised.
Yeah.
An unbelievable player. And really, John, you look at the numbers, Bears playing okay. I mean, they've out-rebounded Kansas. Again, not a lot of Kansas rebounds to be gotten. They made 66% of their shots. But the story right now is Peterson. Got to find an answer to him. Badunga's been good. He's got 8. But, you know, you can control all of that. What you've got to do is somehow keep the ball out of Peterson's hands. And when he is the focal point of Kansas offense, that is hard to do.
Well, here in Allen Fieldhouse on a Friday night, you say, why Friday for a Big 12 game? It's partly because of one of the new partners of the Big 12, television partners, Fox Sports with basketball. Fox has been with us in football, but now in basketball. And they've made this a real showcase game on a Friday night.
They have had a chance to visit with Gus Johnson yesterday. Oh, man. You know, he is just as energetic off the air as he is on the air. But a terrific guy. We talked about his year in Waco at the very front end of his career. And a gracious guy, really fun to talk to.
Gus Johnson and Jim Jackson doing the game for Fox tonight. Play resumes with Trey White at the free throw line. First one is good for White. 83.5% free throw shooter on the year. Best free throw is his first point tonight. Averages 15 points a game on the season, up to 18.3 points per game in conference play. His first 2 come at the line, puts Kansas up by 10.
You know, Peterson gets all the notoriety, but White in Big 12 play has been out of sight. Had a double-double against Iowa State.
4 double-doubles on the year. Lob down low for Yesufu. Turnaround jumper is good. Great body control by Tunde Yesufu.
And they found something they like, and that's Yesufu in the deep low post. He's usually going to be guarded by a guard there. Now, Kansas has big guards, but when Yesufu gets it there, he's pretty dangerous.
34-26, 8-point lead for the Jayhawks. Pass to Council on the left wing. Dribbles top of the key. Has the ball knocked away, gets it right back, gives it to Darren Peterson. Peterson will stop, launch a 3, no good. Back iron, long rebound. Yesufu has it. He is off to the races, but he'll wait for reinforcements. Give the ball to Mikey Ratai. Ratai to Isaac Williams, now to Yesufu. Thought about a 3, now he'll shoot it. Oh, and hit it! He thought about it, he decided not to, he thought about it again, and then drilled the 3.
How about that? That's 5 in a row for Yesufu. At a critical point in the game, John, we're at 6:06 to go in the half. Bears have trailed by as many as 15 in the first half. That 3 cuts it to 5. Finally, a little bit of momentum. And we said coming in, Yesufu and Carr would have to score. They've done that. They have 25 of Baylor's 29.
Wow, timeout Bill Self after that made 3 by Tunde Yesufu. Bears have hit 3 straight. What a half by Yesufu. He has 15 points in the first half. Cameron Carr also in double figures with 10. Caden Powell with 4, and that's all the scoring for the Bears right now.
And it's almost like Yesufu is saying, hey, I'm pretty good too. I mean, Peterson is elite, but Yesufu, another one of those guys. This is the year of the freshman in college basketball. It certainly is in the Big 12. Yesufu, Peterson, Koa Pete. I mean, you go on and on at the list of outstanding freshmen, but Yesufu now with 15, Peterson with 18. They're not here, they're not competing against one another in terms of points scored, but Yesufu understands he's going to have to produce points, and he's done it.
All right, Kansas ball after the quick Bill Self timeout. Jayhawks have the ball in the hands of Peterson, top of the key. Left wing, it goes to Melvin Council. Dribbles top of the key. Passes right side to Elmarco Jackson. Back to Council. Left corner to White. Wide open 3. In and out. No good. Wide open look at a 3. Bears grab the rebound, run it the other way. Cam Carr, baseline right. Back outside to Ratai. An open 3 is off the mark. Rebounded by Peterson for KU. Peterson hops into the front court for Baylor. Alley-oop. Peterson with the assist to Flory Badunga with the dunk.
You know, it's just a great play, and it's really hard to defend that. Najee was the guy up guarding the guy setting the screen for Peterson. I think he was just caught out of position. They run that beautifully. Badunga set the screen and then just slipped to the basket for the alley-oop.
5-minute mark, first half, 36-29. Jayhawks on top. Carr to Yesufu. Fade away, free throw line jumper. Left this one short, front iron. Trey White the rebound and the run out. Bears get back defensively. White has a contested layup that won't fall, and the Bears have the rebound surrounded. Good job by Baylor to get back. Here's Ratai, drives, left-hand layup is good.
It's a really aggressive play, and the Bears are starting to get the ball into the lane, some paint touches, and that transition defense last time down the floor was as good as it gets.
First points tonight by Michael Ratai, who had 19 in the win over Oklahoma State on Tuesday. Makes it 36-31. Jayhawks ball, 4:22 to go. Ball knocked out of Peterson's hands, out of bounds. It will stay with the Jayhawks, inbounding far side of the court.
Yeah, James Najee was up playing defense on that play. Ball rolled out of bounds. He made a little move for the ball, and when the whistle was blown, he raised his right hand. I think, you got me. I fouled him, and everybody on the bench was going, "Don't do that."
No. Oh, here's an alley-oop attempt down the inbounds, and too tall for 6'10", Flory Badunga. Overshot him and threw it out of bounds.
And John, think about this now. 4:19 to go in the half. Bears have been down by 15. With a bucket here, they could cut the lead to 3. 36-31. This is a good spot for them to be in.
Baylor ball shooting to the basket to our right here in the first half. Right now down by 5, looking to close that gap. Here's Carr. He will drive, and he draws contact. Foul's going to be on, I think, Badunga, and that will put Cameron Carr at the line for 2.
That's why those one-pass jumpers that we saw a lot of to start the game are a big no-no. I mean, Cameron Carr is at his best doing exactly what he just did. That's just pinning his ears back, getting the ball hard to the rim, looking for contact, and at a minimum, get a couple of free throws out of it.
Carr is 2 for 2 at the line this evening. 10 points in the first half by Carr. Chance to add to that with 2 free throws. 4:01 on the clock, first half. First one is good.
Good. It's good, John. We said Bears to compete in this league the way they want to, they got to make free throws, and they're 5 of 5 from the line tonight. Haven't gotten there a whole lot, but they've at least have not left any points at the free throw line in this game.
Second free throw by Carr is no good. Left it short, front iron. First miss at the line by Baylor tonight. 1 free throw makes it a 4-point game, as close as Baylor has been in some time. It's 36-32. Jayhawks ball. Council on the perimeter, gives to White, right side. White spins on Skilling. Skilling stays right with him. Back outside to Council, to Jackson, to White, right wing. White trying to separate from Skillings. Does so, puts up the 3, it is no good. It's rebounded by Cam Carr.
Yeah, great defense by Skillings.
Carr all the way, runner is good. He lays it in from the right side. Baylor closes within 2 at 36-34.
And the defense is really starting to stiffen up. You've got Darren Peterson on the bench right now. Yesufu's getting a breather as well.
Just off the bench is Jaden Dawson. He fires a 3 that is no good, but Dunga gets the offensive rebound. Back outside, Jackson's 3, no good. Rebound Skillings for the Bears. 2 misses from 3-point range. Skillings runs up the floor, now slows things up. They're set up in the half court. Carr, a 3, it's good! Cameron Carr, a 3, and Baylor leads over Kansas 37-36. Timeout, Bill Self.
They were down by 15. That was 19-4 early in the ball game, and just never let up. And I think what Coach Drew has done defensively is find a guy, Yesufu, that can at least put a body on Peterson. Peterson has been great in this game, but it's not a coincidence that when Peterson goes to the bench, Yesufu goes to the bench to get a breather, and the offense has come to life. Bears, you look up, 15 minutes later, and they're up by a point, 2:50 to go in the half.
Wow. Timeout on the floor, 2:51 to be exact. Our score, Baylor 37, Kansas 36. Back to Allen Fieldhouse after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Len and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other, who is...
Both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound...
Okay,
I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health, enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Pat, you made a good point during the break. 31 of Baylor's 37 points by Cameron Carr and Tunde Yesufu combined. Bill Self talked about that exact thing at his press conference yesterday.
You know, I could be wrong. I think they got 3 averaging double figures, but 2 of them are averaging 38. And if you go back and look in our league, is there any twosome in our league that's averaging more than Carr and Yesufu? There may be, but I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Maybe BYU's got somebody, or Topping and Anderson. I don't know exactly, but you know, 38 by 2 is a lot. So I don't know. Ours is a little misleading because ours is what, 22 and 15. But it's a little misleading because the 22 only comes in 7 games or whatnot, so naturally it's skewed. But yeah, we really got to defend the perimeter.
Well, I think it's a pretty good scouting report, the way things have played out.
Yeah, he said it, 38 by 2. That's a bunch by just 2 guys. In fact, in this game, only 2 other Baylor players have scored. That's Powell with 4 and Ratai with 2.
All right, here we go, back to play. Bears lead by 1, 37-36, Jayhawks ball. Darren Peterson, you better believe, is back on the floor. He's got it right wing, bounces for Badunga. Badunga backing down Powell, jump hook, no good. Skillings the rebound for the Bears. And Skillings brings it up himself. Runner in and out. Not a bad look there by Skillings. Fighting for the rebound, looks like Caden Powell is called for a foul on Darren Peterson.
Yeah, and that's just his first foul. He had one to give, and that's a good one to give. I mean, when the ball is up on the rim, you got to hit somebody, and when it's up for grabs, you got to go get it. And bodies flying everywhere. Powell did commit the foul, but that's exactly what the coaching staff wants him to do.
So Kansas ball, Baylor leads by 1, 2:12 to play before halftime. It's 37-36 Bears. Tiller top of the key, Skillings on him, drive in, Skillings tries to draw the foul, there's no call. Peterson right wing around the screen of Badunga. And nearly lost the handle, possession saved by Dawson, 3 to shoot. Dawson, layup, no good. Skillings clears the boards.
Yeah, that's his 5th rebound of the game. Isn't it important to have Dan Skillings available?
Welcome back, Dan Skillings. Bears ball. Carr feeds Yesufu back outside to Carr. He'll drive into the paint, trying to draw a foul again. Instead, it's a partially blocked shot by Flory Badunga.
It's not a bad shot. I mean, Carr has worked his way to the free throw line a couple of times doing exactly that.
Dawson a 3, left side. Too much open space. Jaden Dawson knocks down the 3.
Bears want to be careful here. You got 1:20 to play. Got to make the most of this possession. They were able to get a lead. They're now down by 2. Don't want to lose the momentum to finish the half.
Isaac Williams spins, drives. He is double teamed, and the ball is taken away by Badunga. Dawson up the floor. It's in the hands of Jamari McDowell. McDowell back outside to Badunga. McDowell on the right side. Tried to bounce it. Oh, near steal by Skillings. Couldn't get it. And a drive on the baseline by Bryson Tiller.
And a goaltend at the end of it.
Oh, not sure that ball was going to go in.
No, you know, it was a pretty emphatic call by the official. And think about it, John. Bears got a lead finally. And now if this free throw can go down, it's back-to-back three-point plays or three-point possessions by Kansas to finish the half. They've regained the lead, and they're up by 4 with 51 seconds to play.
All right, they're going to review this. I think they're going to look at it. I think the call was a goaltend, but was there a foul also?
I'm pretty sure there was. We'll double check it, but
yep, they called a foul on Isaac Williams. And
yeah, foul on Williams for Baylor, which is his second.
All right, it's a challenge, not just a review by the officials, a challenge by Coach Scott Drew. We do not have benefit of a television monitor here. Maybe those of you listening to us have a better look at it than we do. But right now, the goaltend bucket is on the board by Tiller, and it's 41-37. Kansas leads Baylor.
Yeah, and again, not bad defense. Everything got a little bit out of whack there. I think one of the Baylor players went for a steal, didn't get it, took himself out of the play, and then it was 5-on-4 for Kansas. And they're so good offensively, they're going to find the right guy. They did. But the message to the team in the Baylor huddle right now is finish this half strong. Finally gained some momentum, held on to it. We're able to get a lead, and there still will be, whether the free throw goes in or not, assuming Baylor gets possession of the ball here. A couple of possessions left in the half, and Bears work that hard to get a 1-point lead. Don't want to lose it significantly here by halftime.
Brian Thornton is here tonight from the Big 12 Conference office. He is not sure what his title is. He's over basketball for the Big 12, and we'll visit with him at halftime, which halftime is not enough time. There's a lot of things we could talk about with Brian Thornton, but that'll be fun.
You know, I believe he is a Xavier Musketeer.
Oh, really?
Nice. Ask him. I hope I've got that right.
Okay.
Delightful guy.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
All right, officials taking a long look at it. Halftime is 51.6 seconds of clock time away. Boy, I don't know on that goaltend. We don't have a monitor, but we do have the big video board at midcourt. The telltale sign is Kansas only showed it once.
Yeah, and was
well,
it?
Now here it comes again.
Yeah. That's close.
Oh, that's very close.
Yeah. I think it's so close that they called the goaltend. I don't think they're going to reverse it. And so, again, John, to finish the half, Kansas in its last 2 possessions got a 3-pointer down and then have an opportunity for a 3-point play here. Don't want to lose too much ground. The idea is keep that lead manageable by halftime. Got to make the most of the possession that the Bears will get, make or miss. Got to assume the Bears will get it. And with 51.6 seconds to go in the half, and, you can't take that for granted. Got to rebound this miss if there is one.
That was an 8-0 run in there when Baylor took the lead briefly at 37-36. Jayhawks since have come back to score 5 unanswered if this play stands, and then there would be a free throw potentially coming also. But boy, a long review by this crew, veteran crew, Doug Sermons, Tony Padilla, Roger Ayers. They look at it from every angle. Now they are going to talk about it.
Well, and John, we talked about the move defensively that Coach Drew made. Let's see what the call is. Well, judging by the boo, they've reversed it.
I think you're right.
That's good. Let me finish that thought. So Darren Peterson has not scored in at least the last 7 minutes and 4 seconds. And the move Coach Drew made to shut him down is to get Tunde Yesufu on him and just be on him like a glove. He has been. Peterson's missed a few. He's going to get more than his fair share of shots, but Yesufu has done the job on him, really both ends of the floor.
Well, I think Baylor won the challenge. I think it was reversed, but they didn't take those points off the board. Maybe they'll get to that.
Now they do on the
okay.
Yeah, well, not on the big board.
So that made it, so you take those 2 off the board, and now you've got Tiller shooting 2 free throws. He hits both of those. Net result is basically the same. It's 41-37, KU leading Baylor.
That was a good review, though. 3 points instead of 2.
And here's Baylor's retie. 3, top of the key, quick 3. Shot is no good. Rebound Kansas.
Yeah, Coach Drew wanted more time off the clock than he got in that possession.
Kansas ball. Jayhawks now, Kansas has made just one of their last 7. They are on a run and have regained the lead over the Bears. Peterson, left elbow, step back is good.
And,
Yesufu in his back pocket, but not much you can do.
Just right there with him, every step. In fact, Peterson tried to turn the corner on him. Yesufu wouldn't let him. Bears got to finish the half here. 6 seconds to play.
There was an 8-0 run by the Bears, now an 8-0 run by Kansas. Yesufu at the buzzer. It is no good. Would have been huge for the Bears, but the half ends with Kansas on an 8-0 run, and they lead Baylor by 6. And intermission, 43-37.
You know, a really good finish to the half, but it's a disappointing last minute and 27 seconds. Bears led 37-36 at that point, and then the Jayhawks went on a 7-0 run over that last minute and a half to now get to the lead to where it is at halftime, 43-37.
And you're right, a 7-0 run by the Jayhawks to build that lead following an 8-0 run by the Bears. Halftime from Lawrence. Kansas leads Baylor 43-37. Stay with us, our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. When we come back, you're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Need anything?
Good, thank you.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier.
Sorry,
TFNB,
this thing is
your
tangled
bank
up.
For life.
I'm going to give you this headset. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming up.
Events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online. It's America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Stand by.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Len and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up the year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back as we wrap up the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. 43-37 our score. Jayhawks lead the Bears as we get set to begin the second half of play. And Pat, all in all, Baylor, Kansas came out of the gate strong. Baylor got knocked back a little bit, but man, did they fight back. Even took the lead for a moment, 37-36. But then Jayhawks, with the closing run, they lead by 6 at halftime.
And they're just so explosive. They've got the best offensive player maybe in the country in Darren Peterson. But again, the job Yesufu did on him over the last 8 minutes of the half was just outstanding. And I think that coinciding with the Bears waking up and making some threes allowed them to get that 1-point lead. A disappointing finish. The last minute and a half was all it was. Bears missed their last 4 shots, took a couple of quick shots in those last 4 possessions. But still, the way the game started, I think at halftime anyway, this Baylor team is confident, feels like this is a very winnable game if they just correct a few things. And if you go back and look at some of our keys to the game, you really never got the feeling that Kansas was going up and down the floor. In fact, they only had 3 fast break points in the first half. Bears didn't turn it over excessively, and when they've gotten to the free throw line, not a lot, but they've made 5 of 6. That's 83%. And those are keys to win in any game. But at Allen Fieldhouse, you just have to take care of the ball, and they've done it.
We are way tardy, but let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris, Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator tonight, and we appreciate you wherever you may be tuned in. Those of you listening on our flagship station in Waco, maybe on Sirius XM 382, maybe watching our Courtside Cam presented by NextLink. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. All right, set to begin the second half. Pat, what do the Bears need to do more of or better in the second half?
You know, honestly, I think it's more of the same. I mean, they're in this game, but for a bad minute and a half to finish the half, they were, I thought, not in control of the game, but they led in the game. So it's the same recipe. Don't turn it over excessively. Don't take quick shots. Don't take bad shots. Make your free throws and compete on the glass. They've done that. The battle of the glass right now is 18 apiece, Baylor and Kansas.
All right, here we go. 20 minutes to go in regulation. 43-37, Kansas leads Baylor. Bears ball to begin the second half. Carr drops it inbounds for Michael Ratai. Their shoot to the basket to our left here in the second half. Ratai gives to Carr. He will drive. Layup blocked out of bounds. That was a clean block by Badunga. Big 12 leader in block shots. That is his third tonight.
Yeah, and John, Kansas is 6th in the nation in block shots. It's 6.2 block shots a game.
Here's inbound with 15 on the shot clock. Trying alley-oop on the inbounds. Intended for Caden Powell, but it was stolen away by Flory Badunga. Boy, they read the mail on that one. Jayhawks ball. Trey White, left wing, dribbles toward the center. Now a lob down low for Badunga. Whistle will stop play.
You know,
foul on Obi Agbum.
It is, and that's 3.
Ooh.
You know, he only played 8 minutes of the first half after having played 40 minutes against Oklahoma State. But that's all he could do there was foul, because somehow he ended up on Badunga, and that is mismatched Kansas.
Jayhawks inbounding on their baseline, leading by 6. Inbounds it comes to Peterson, left wing, drives into the paint, layup good. Darren Peterson took it right to the rack, and he lays it in.
Yeah, and he was isolated on Ratai, and that's mismatched Kansas as well. Ratai in the open floor, I don't think can guard Peterson, keep him from turning the corner on him, which is exactly what Peterson did.
20 in the first half. His first 2 of the second half puts Kansas up 45-37. Powell to Ratai on the left wing, drives into the paint. Back to Yesufu for 3. Shot no good, back iron. Badunga has the rebound, but he falls down, and he's tied up by Caden Powell. On the alternate possession, it will go to the Jayhawks.
Yeah, great hustle by Powell. And I tell you, those offensive rebounds are tough to come by in this game. Bears with just 4. Bears, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league, just have not been able to flex those muscles tonight.
Jayhawks inbound, moderate backcourt pressure by Obi Agbum. As Pat said, playing with 3 fouls now. Really the only player in any kind of foul situation at all. Badunga, right elbow extended. Gives to Peterson, right baseline jumper. And he ends up wide open. Baylor sort of backed off of him, and he knocks it down.
Yeah, Yesufu again was just having a hard time climbing over a screen that was set for Peterson. One of many in this game. You got to go over those screens. If you don't, he's going to pull up and shoot down a 3.
Boy, he did that there. That was a 2-pointer on the baseline. It's 47-37. Kansas leads by 10.
Nice.
Cam Carr breaks free and dunks it on the right baseline.
You know, a nice pass. I think it was from Ratai. He was open for just a split second. Got the ball when he needed it and finished with a dunk.
47-39. Jayhawks lead by 8. Drive to the baseline left by Council. Now he passes back outside to Peterson. Peterson, the lob for Badunga. Comes down with the ball and goes right back up and dunks it.
You know, Bears just don't have an answer for that. That level of physicality in the low post. I think the closest thing they have to that is to James Najee,
who's on the bench right now. Caden Powell in at the 5 position for the Bears. Ratai drives in, baseline left, and he is fouled. See if he gets free throws out of this. Yeah, he will. So Michael Ratai will go to the free throw line. Foul is called on Peterson. That is his first of the night.
Yeah, Ratai, pretty good free throw shooter this season, 75%. In conference play, he's missed just 1. He's 13 of 14 at the line in 4 conference games.
He was 5 of 5 in the win over Oklahoma State. His first free throw tonight is good for Ratai, the Oregon State transfer.
You know, I think, John, that Oklahoma State game was his breakout game.
Yeah,
I think that's the best he's played, 19.7 rebounds.
For his confidence level, I think that was really big. Second one's no good. 1 of 2 by Ratai. Bears trail by 9, 49-40. Kansas, Council dribbles between the rings. Starts left, comes back right, bounces to Badunga. Passes back left, outside the arc to Council, now to Trey White. Give and go to Tiller, goes for the dunk, and he is fouled.
Boy, nobody does it better. Just that pick and roll. It's a quick screen, ball screen by one of the bigs. That time it was Tiller, and then a slip. Because the Bears' ball screen defense has been pretty good, but it's very aggressive. And so they're susceptible to that slip from the big guy. That time it was Tiller.
Caden Powell, his second personal foul on the night, second team foul on the Bears here in the second half. Which has 17 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. Tiller shooting free throws. Bryson Tiller, big 6'11", 240-pound freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, hits the first one.
Kansas, pretty good free throw shooting team, 75, almost 76% on the season. Second one by Tiller is good.
Couple more there, pushes the lead into double digits, 51-40. Kansas on top, 17-10 remaining second half. Michael Ratai dribbles between the rings, flips it right side to Carr, drives in, baseline. This one he left short. Last time he drove in and he dunked it, he couldn't get up to dunk it, and he basically didn't get it up there, and it goes out of bounds and over to Kansas.
Yeah, he was in so much traffic right at the rim. Might have been better served after the fact, easy for us to say, to take it on the other side of the basket and lay it in from the underside with his left hand. But he was looking for contact. He got it. Also wanted a trip to the free throw line, but didn't get the call.
So Kansas ball leading by 11 over the Bears. Under 17 minutes to play. Here is Peterson. Yesufu hounding him. Turnaround jumper is good.
You know, I don't know what you do. I mean, you can't defend him any better than Yesufu did there.
He just stopped on a dime. He spun around and hit the jumper from the right elbow. Yesufu was right there in his face. It's a 13-point lead for the Jayhawks. Ratai drives in. His shot is blocked by Tiller. Kansas showing why they're the number 6 team in the nation in blocked shots.
Yeah, that's number 5 on the night. About a block and a half below their average. But again, when you take the ball into the lane, you've got Badunga, you've got other guys just with their arms cocked and ready.
Baylor inbounding, 16 on the shot clock. Isaac Williams inbounds to Yesufu. Thought about it, then launched a 3 right wing that is no good. Badunga rebounds for Kansas. Badunga will hand the ball off to Melvin Council. Council, top of the key, working against Isaac Williams. Runner rolls in for Melvin Council.
Yeah, another good play. I mean, you get a good look at these guards for Kansas, and that one, Council plays downhill. He's really not even looking for a 3. When he gets the ball, he wants to take it with abandon to the rim. That's what he did. Pretty good defense by Williams.
Jayhawks equal their biggest lead of the night at 55-40. Now a steal and an alley-oop on the turnover. The alley-oop dunk and a foul, and listen to this crowd.
That's why you can't have live ball turnovers in this field house. You just can't do it. Because what happens at the other end, you've got a breakaway, you've got a dunk, and that time you add a foul and the possibility of an and one. And that lead, John, which was 7 at halftime, has blossomed to 17 less than 5 minutes into the second half.
Timeout on the floor, 15:45 to play. Kansas leads Baylor 57-40. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
You know, and it's hard to win.
We do
for you.
Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
15:45 on the clock. Kansas has their biggest lead of the night now, 57-40. Pat, they've outscored the Bears 14-3 to start the second half.
Well, and we played that cut from Bill Self's interview about how Baylor gets 38 from 2. It's 38 by 2, and those 38 are provided by Yesufu and Carr on average on the season. And so he's figured out a way in the second half to keep those guys in check. Yesufu 0 for 2. Carr is struggling to get shots away, which is what he's going to expect all season long. The Bears need points. Obi Agwam has not scored in the game. Williams has not scored. Skillings has not scored. Powell with 4 points in the game, not normally a big scorer, but Bears going to have to find a way to manufacture points from somebody other than Yesufu and Carr.
Well, two teams that have won national championships not too far in the rearview mirror. You know, the Big 12 has had a participant in the national championship game, not just the Final Four, but the national championship game 4 of the last 6 years. That includes Baylor, who won it all in 2021, and Kansas, which won it all in 2022.
You know, John, I'd be surprised if we don't have at least one representative in the Final Four, if not 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way this league is, and Kansas is one of those. It's a team that started off a little bumpy in Big 12 play, lost at West Virginia, lucky to beat TCU here at home. But the team we're seeing tonight is a team, an offensive team with firepower that is hitting on all cylinders. They're just trying to find a way to score some points. Badly outscored in the second half. In fact, it's a 14-3 advantage for the Jayhawks at the 15:41 mark in the second.
All right, and Kansas shooting free throws as play resumed. Remember the turnover by Baylor led to the alley-oop dunk, and then Badunga was fouled on the alley-oop by Isaac Williams. Williams personal number 2. So here's Badunga at the line. First time tonight. 69% shooter on the year, and this one is good.
Well, John, it was a 15-point deficit early in the first half. It's now an 18-point deficit early in the second. Bears need to execute the blueprint to cut that lead here in the second half.
Bears down low. It is Tunde Yesufu. His short-range shot won't fall, but he is fouled by Trey White. So see if we have free throws coming for Yesufu. Pat, coming out at halftime, Tunde had a wrap on his, I don't know if it's his quad muscle or his knee, one of those heat compresses on there. So obviously not playing with that, but some kind of discomfort there at halftime for Yesufu.
Well, first free throw by Yesufu, no good off the back of the rim. But they found something in the first half that worked for them, and that was Yesufu isolated in the low post. They went to that. I'm sure they drew that play up during the timeout, and at least gets 1 point as the second free throw by Yesufu is good.
1 of 2. Yesufu has 16 points on the night. Could mean a lot more. Bears trail it 58-41. 15:21 to play.
Bears have gone to his zone after that last timeout.
To Badunga, left wing. Right wing back outside to Tiller in the paint. Shot no good. Got his own miss. Put it up no good. Rebound to tie up Caden Powell and Tiller, and the possession arrow favors Baylor.
It's kind of interesting. Caden Powell is the guy that forced the alternate possession last time. Kansas got it. He's the guy that forced the alternate possession that time. Just great work by Powell. A little bit undersized on the glass, but he gets a much needed possession for the Bears.
So Bears ball down 58-41. Under 15 minutes to play. A lot of time left in this game. Agwam on the left wing gives to Cameron Carr. He'll launch a 3. It is good. Shot it over Tiller. Cam Carr, another triple.
Yeah, that's the recipe for success. It was in the first half. He's going to make more than his fair share of threes here in the second. By the way, Carr with 21 now on the night.
58-44 is the score. 14-point lead. Bears in that zone Pat mentioned defensively. Outside to Elmarco Jackson. Looks to drive. Cut off by Yesufu. Pass is back outside. 5 to shoot. 3 in the air by Council is no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be called on. Oh, it's called on Caden Powell.
Yeah. And Powell is making his case to the official. Official not going to hear it, but I thought he had a pretty good beef there because the ball was up for grabs and they both were positioned well, I thought, to go get it. Thought as they both made a move to it, maybe Powell had wrapped Tiller around or something, but that's great effort by Powell again on the glass.
I thought if anything, Tiller went over his back trying to get that rebound. The foul on Powell is his 3rd personal. Kansas inbounds on their baseline. Inbounds, it comes from Council to Tiller. Give it back to Council deep in the right-hand corner. Skilling's closest to him. He will drive, running, hook shot, no good. Obi Agbum the rebound for the Bears. Agbum brings it up the court for Baylor, trailing 58-44, 14-minute mark, second half. Cam Carr gives to Najee, top of the key. Now to Agbum on the left wing, 15 to shoot. Agbum to Carr, backing down his defender, and
and what Doug Sermon, the official, was saying is it looked like Carr had hooked him, and he did, but Doug Sermon pointed at Elmarco Jackson and said, first foul. That's the first foul. So there were 2 fouls on the play. Jackson's occurred first.
Fans, when they see the replay, don't like it. I think he did hook him.
Oh, he did. No doubt about it. But it was after Jackson had fouled him.
Yeah, you could read his lips saying, first foul, first foul.
And he was emphatic about it.
So the foul on Elmarco Jackson, his 2nd. Bears inbound. Carr, 3, no good, left wing. Rebounded by Kansas. Council will bring it into the front court. Jayhawks with the ball and the lead over the Bears. Council, runner, no. Rebound, Skillings. Big, strong rebound by Dan Skillings.
That's his 6th of the game. Hasn't scored, but he's been a beast on the glass.
Gives to Yesufu in the front court. Tunde Yesufu drops it back to Skillings. Little lackadaisical there, and it's stolen away by Jackson. Boy, you cannot do that. Jayhawks ball.
Just a handoff gone bad.
Jackson to Council. To Badunga, top of the key. Now back to Elmarco Jackson. In the corner to Council. Launches a 3 that is no good. James Najee goes up strong for the rebound.
And that is prototype defense by Najee. Went up, and this guy was setting a screen. He slipped with the ball screener and then was in perfect position to get the rebound.
Obi Agbum bounces for Yesufu into the paint. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Kansas. Jackson into the front court. Pass back to the trailer Badunga. Now to Trey White on the left side with 12.5 minutes to go. Jayhawks lead by 14. To Badunga underneath. Defender lost him and he dunks it.
Yeah, and you know, Skillings was in pretty good position. Badunga is so big and strong, 6'9", 240, that you just can't bump him out of wherever he wants to go.
60-44, Kansas leads over Baylor. 12-12 to play in this Big 12 game on a Friday night. Big 12 is a different league. Ball off the leg of Najee into the backcourt. Here's Agbum, he drives, ball goes flying away. And that is a turnover by Baylor. Thought it might have been knocked out of his hands, but he just lost it. Turnover Bears, Jayhawks ball following a timeout.
Yeah, John, that's the 4th turnover of the half by Baylor, and each of the last 2 were not forced at all by the Kansas defense. They only had 4 in the first half.
Timeout on the floor with 11:58 to play, second half. Kansas leads Baylor 60-44. Back after this word from Toyota.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out. And
let's
to
do
take
that
it
now.
easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of engine cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry
Thank you.
Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip hop could be hop hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, Friday night game on the road for the Bears here. National TV on Fox. That means a rare Saturday off, Pat Nunley.
How about that?
And a significant day to be off from basketball tomorrow.
It is. It is birthday day.
Birthdays all around.
In the Nunley and Enriquez family, we've got, first of all, Amelia will turn 4 tomorrow.
4?
In fact, Amelia's probably watching on our Courtside cam. Hi, Amelia. And then my wife, Cassandra, will turn another year over tomorrow. So
and is she watching on the Courtside?
She might be. So happy birthday to Amelia and to Cassandra. Big day for us tomorrow, and we're going to celebrate in style.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good. And you got Chris Nunley in town for a little bit.
That's right. Cameo appearance for Chris.
That's great.
And in and out tomorrow morning. So it's really, you're right, it's a big Saturday for us to have off, coincidentally. Would like to leave with a better taste in our mouth than the one we have right now. 60-44, the Bears trail, 11:57 to go. It was a 15-point deficit early in the ball game. Bears came back from that. If they want to come back from this one, they need to chip away here pretty quickly. Kansas has propped the door open a little bit. Jayhawks have made just one of their last 7, but the Bears really have not been able to answer, and primarily, John, because the Bears have started turning the ball over, and they've turned it over in bunches. Back-to-back turnovers their last 2 possessions, and Kansas has 5 points off those turnovers after having gotten just 4 points off 4 Baylor turnovers in the first half.
Wow. You know, it's interesting you mentioned that because Baylor's done a really good job not turning the ball over. They've only got 8 at this point in the game. Kansas only has 2.
Yeah, and it's just, again, turnovers that are not live ball that just kill a play. You go to the other end, you set your defense up. Those really don't hurt you as long as you're not excessive with those. But live ball turnovers in this arena are killers.
All right, we resume play. Kansas with the ball and a 16-point lead over the Bears. 60-44 is the score. 11:45 and counting, second half. On the perimeter on the left side. Kansas gets it down low to Tiller. Caden Powell holds his ground. Tiller misses the shot. Starts the break the other way, and Yesufu lays it in for 2.
That's the kind of play he can make. There was a loose ball. He picked it up. He was the quickest player on the floor to it, and then it was a one-man fast break. He had traffic at the rim. 3 guys batted at it, but he got it in.
Yesufu, 18 points on the night for the Bears, who trail 60-46. Kansas ball. Trey White tries to bounce it to Tiller. It is kicked by a Baylor player, either Ratai or Powell.
Yeah.
So they'll put 20 on the shot clock.
And Bears dodge a bullet there. It was a good defensive play, really nice ball screen defense, but Tiller was slipping to the basket. That they have done that time and time again, almost to perfection.
We have seen that this evening.
Yes, sir.
Inbounds, it comes to Tiller. Gives it back on the right baseline. Now back outside to McDowell. Carr tries to draw the charge, no call. Right corner, here's Council, drives into the paint, head fake, reverse layup, it's good.
That's what he does. You saw he caught the ball wide open in the corner, turned down a great look from the three-point line, because what he wants to do is drive the basketball. Good example there.
62-46, Kansas leads over the Bears. Ratai banging into his defender. Now he'll jump up, shoot over him, and it rolls in. Nice soft touch by Mikey Ratai.
Yeah, and that's the first field goal of the game, actually second field goal of the game for Ratai, who had 19 against Oklahoma State.
Makes it 62-48. Bears down 14 to the Jayhawks here in Allen Fieldhouse. McDowell top of the key. Flips it right side to White for three, no good. Too strong, long rebound. Yesufu has it. Yesufu will drop it off for Obi Agbam. To Carr for three, no good, left wing. Yesufu had the rebound, lost it. Ratai picks it up. Ratai, a head fake, goes up, no good. Shot blocked a couple of times. Then Yesufu puts it up and misses.
That's 3 shots at the bucket that wouldn't go. Now, they were all highly contested.
Man, a lot of contact in there. No fouls, and none of those shots fell for Baylor. So still down by 14. Drive along the baseline by Marco Jackson. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Baylor. Here comes James Najee. He'll check back into the game for the Bears. Kansas, 2 of their last 10 from the floor. Maybe opens the door a little bit, you know?
You would think so, John. And the Bears need to chip away now. It's hard to play catch-up in this field house against a team like Kansas, but you got to start gaining ground at some point. It's 14 with 9.5 to play.
Inbounds, it comes to Trey White. White working on Michael Ratai, and Ratai is whistled for the foul. Ratai, personal numbers at 1 on the night on Ratai. It is.
We said right at the start of the second half, John, Bears are going to need to find points from other guys because and Carr and Yesufu have really carried the load. They've combined for 39 of Baylor's 48. But to win this game, I think Agbam, Ratai, some of those other guys are going to need to produce.
Trey White shooting free throws. First one is good. He is 83.5% on the year, 5th best free throw shooter in the league on the season as a whole. Well-traveled Trey White. He's from Little Elm, Texas. You know where Little Elm is?
I do not.
Out near, I think out past Frisco a little bit. Only reason I know that is because Craig and Paula Harper live out there. But White, well-traveled, played at USC, then Louisville, then Illinois, now here at Kansas.
And he's not a young man. And it shows.
That's right.
He's seen a lot of high-level basketball.
Couple of free throws there, puts the lead back to 16, 64-48. Isaac Williams for the Bears. Bounces it to Ratai at the free throw line. Banging into White, spins, shot up, no good. Ratai or Najee couldn't get the tip, couldn't get a hand on that to tip it in. Kansas the rebound. Alley-oop at the other end. Trey White to Badunga.
Nobody runs that play better than Kansas, and they've run it 6 or 7 times. And John, it's not like the Bears didn't realize they're looking for that, but it happened so quick. You're applying so much pressure, you're just not really aware of the slip.
18-point lead for the Jayhawks, equals their biggest lead of the night. Williams finds Agbam, and Agbam finds the mark. A 3-pointer from the left side for his first points tonight.
Yeah, and only his 2nd field goal attempt in the game. As a guy comes in on the season, averaging double digits, going to need to see more of that from Agbam for the Bears to have a chance in this one.
That one makes it 66-51. Jayhawks on top. McDowell top of the key, lobs for Badunga. Spins on Najee, drives in, and banks it in.
Just nothing you can do. I mean, I thought Najee was in pretty good defensive position. Reached a little bit at the end and kept him from just being an imposing figure, but Badunga went right around him.
68-51. Agbam, another 3 from the other side of the floor. This one's no good. And a whistle and a foul is called on Tunde Yesufu. The big bully, he just threw a Jayhawk player down to the floor trying to get rebounding position.
And that's literally what he did. I mean, we had a good line of sight. Doug Sermons was right in front of us, the official that made the call. There was no doubt about it. He did just shove a guy to the ground, but he's not getting any complaints as he goes to the bench from the Baylor coaching staff. You got to hit somebody, and he did.
He did. First personal tonight on Tunde Yesufu. He does go to the bench. Kansas ball leading by 17. Flip to the basket to Badunga. Extra pass. 3, right corner is in.
You know, one of the things that Kansas is known for, particularly at Allen Fieldhouse, is ball movement. They move that ball around the perimeter faster than really most any team in the country, certainly in the Big 12. Good example of it there.
The lead is 20, the largest lead of the night, 71-51. Kansas up on Baylor. Now the officials are gonna stop play. I think there was a little jawing, maybe more to it than that. Officials think this is a good time for a timeout. 7:29 on the clock, timeout on the floor. Kansas, their biggest lead of the night. They lead the Bears 71-51 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me.
Yeah.
That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor basketball brought to you by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. And brought to you by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor men's basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy's serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Rudy's the home of the Baylor Coaches Show. We were there last night, our inaugural show of the semester. Next week, Bafo Show next Thursday. Felicia Mulkey, Baylor Acrobatics and Tumbling, and Doug McNamee, Baylor's new athletic director, who's along on this trip. So that'll be fun next Thursday, 6 to 7, live from Rudy's.
You know, it gets really busy this time of year, doesn't it?
It really does.
For you in particular. A lot of sports kicking up, so love the Coaches Show. And this one, John, you talk about a two-man game for both teams. Baylor's gotten 39 of its 51 from Yesufu and Carr. Kansas has gotten 47 of its 71 from Madunga and Darren Peterson. Peterson had 18 of Kansas' first 36 points, and really since that time, the work that Tunde Yesufu has done on him to at least keep him from being such a dominant figure in the game has been outstanding. But right now, those two guys, from a Baylor perspective, not getting a lot of help. And they've needed some. They'll need some if the Bears are going to begin to chip away, which needs to happen now. Down 20 with 7:30 to play.
Yeah, biggest deficit tonight for the Bears. First half, remember, they trailed by 15 right out of the gates. About 5 minutes in, Baylor trailed 19-4. Came all the way back from that, led momentarily 37-36. Jayhawks scored the final 7 points of the half to lead 43-37 at halftime. And it's been pretty much all Kansas here in the second half. Still time, 7:23 to play. Bears ball. Cam Carr will drive, pull up and shoot. Baseline right, it's an air ball, left it short. Trey White picks up the loose ball for the Jayhawks.
You know, it looks like to the average viewer that was a forced shot. He's going to need to force shots. I mean, Bears going to have to get points from somewhere. He was looking again for contact and a trip to the free throw line. He didn't get either one.
Madunga spins into the paint on Caden Powell, who blocks his shot out of bounds. Great job by Caden to stay with him. A clean block. Ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with KU.
You know, one of the messages from the coaching staff was don't get lifted. What that means is don't take little head and shoulder fakes. And Powell stayed on the ground and timed the block perfectly.
8 on the shot clock as Kansas inbounds. Pull-up jumper left side. That's an air ball for Melvin Council. Bears take it the other way. Agbam jets down the floor. Layup rejected by Badunga. Starts the break the other way. White, alley-oop is good to Elmarco Jackson.
That's not a bad shot, really, by Agbam, but he took it right into the trees. And I think it was Badunga that got another block. By the way, that is 7 block shots by the Jayhawks, 1 block above their average, which is 6th in the country.
Bears, Yesufu, turnaround, short-range jumper is no good. Badunga the rebound. Caden Powell scraping at the ball, can't get it away from him. Up the floor on the pass to Melvin Council. Council top of the key, another alley-oop. Boy, they are living on those alley-oops. Badunga the finish for 2 more.
You know, and again, John, you know it's coming. There's just not much you can do about it because the guy that is guarding the player setting the screen has got to retreat, and I mean fast. And they just have not been able to do that tonight.
Really gets this crowd going. Jayhawks extend the lead over the Bears. Timeout comes with 5:50 remaining. Now Kansas 75, Baylor 51. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
At Baylor Club, membership unlocks exclusive perks from networking with an incredible community to enjoying stunning spaces. But did you know you don't have to be a member to host your private event with us? Whether it's a wedding, corporate gala, or milestone celebration, our expert private events teams handle every detail with precision and warmth. Indulge in gourmet catering crafted by our executive chef and relax knowing your event will be unforgettable. Ready to join the club or just host in style? Call 254-710-8080.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
75-51, Baylor trailing Kansas, 5:50 to play. Big 2 for the Bears, Cameron Carr with 21 points, Tunde Yesufu with 18. Big 2 for Kansas, Darren Peterson with 26, 20 of those in the first half. And Flory Badunga, the big man, with 23. Badunga is 11 of 13. Both of them are 11 of 13 from the floor.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yep. And Kansas shooting at 54% because of that. But in this game, in this field house, it's a tough out. But you just can't let Kansas ever feel comfortable. And here in the second half, you don't see any discomfort whatsoever. Really haven't. And I think, John, it goes back to the end of the first half where the Bears were outscored 7-0 in the last minute and a half of the half. After finally getting a 1-point lead, they saw that evaporate, and that was really the beginning of the run that has allowed Kansas to dominate this game. In fact, they've outscored Baylor in the second half 32-14.
Well, interesting. If you look at the Big 12 stats for the season as a whole, Kansas is last in the league in turnover margin. Meaning their turnovers compared to their opponent. But tonight, man, they have done a great job taking care of the ball. Only 2 turnovers by Kansas, only 8 by Baylor. That's not excessive, but still only 2 turnovers by the Jayhawks this evening. That'll help you build the lead that they now enjoy, 75-51. Baylor's ball out of the timeout. Obi Agbam dribbles on the left wing, drives across the paint, passes back to Skillings. Skillings to Carr, step back 3 is after the buzzer. Shot clock buzzer catches Baylor. That's turnover number 9 on the night.
You know, this team, Kansas, we talk a lot about their offense, but they lead the Big 12, and they're 8th in the nation in field goal percentage defense. So we always come up here thinking you got to keep them from running up and down the floor. Well, this year, particularly in Big 12 play, they have been gnarly defensively, and they have been tonight.
Yeah, Baylor sitting at 51 points with 5:18 to play. Kansas ball, Baylor in his zone defensively. Jumper baseline left is no good by White. Nice position for James Najee, who corrals the rebound. Give it to Cam Carr up the floor. He'll stop, pop, and hit a three-pointer.
You know, you think he's had the green light up till now. It's even greener now with 4:50 to play. He's going to take all the shots. I mean, they're just not an offense coming from any other spot on the floor besides Yesufu. Carr's going to have to carry him to the finish line.
75-54 is the Kansas lead, 4:43 remaining. Elmarco Jackson drives along the baseline, drops it off for White. Now back outside it comes to Jamari McDowell. Cleaner by McDowell is no good. Fight for the rebound. Skillings bumped by Trey White. And it's going to be a foul call.
I think it is. I think Skillings. Skillings was the guy who was fouled in the process of getting his 7th rebound of the game. Leading rebounder on the floor for the Bears. Has not scored in the game. In fact, he's taken just one shot. But they've needed points from another spot, but 7 rebounds is pretty good work.
Bears in a hurry down the floor. Cam Carr tries to stop, and his foot slips out. Let's make sure he's okay. He is limping as he gets up. His left foot kind of skidded out in front of him as he tried to stop, and he's going to have to hop on one foot over to the Baylor bench. Oh, that's scary looking.
Yeah, it is.
Holding his left knee as he sits down next to Tweety Carter. Now Dave Snyder, trainer's going to come check on him.
Yeah, I didn't see him roll it over, but it was an awkward fall for sure, and he immediately reached down to his left ankle. Hope it's ankle and not knee. I hope it's nothing.
Yeah, right. So Jayhawks ball, 4:17 to play, leading Baylor 75-54. Jackson, right wing, gives to White in the right corner. To Badunga. Turnaround jumper is short. Rebound, Najee for the Bears.
You know, and Najee the last 5 minutes has been really good. The defense has been good. He's gotten a couple of defensive rebounds. That's what he's out there to do.
He's relaxed a little bit with the large deficit. There's a three that is no good by Skillings. And rebound by Kansas.
Well, the shot selection has really suffered over the last few minutes, but Bears desperate now. They've got to make some shots, got to take some chances, got to make threes. That one by Skillings was hard off the back rim.
Cameron Carr is going to leave the bench, go back maybe to the locker room, but at least back in the tunnel. I think he's just walking it off back there. Here's Skillings, brings it up, feeds to Agbum, left wing three, good! Obi Agbum knocks down the three.
You know, again, he just hasn't been able to get shots away. He hasn't had any good looks. That's only his 3rd shot of the second half, but both of those were buckets in the second half for him were threes. He's got 8 in the game.
The palindromic score, 75-57. Jayhawks lead the Bears, 3 minutes to play, second half. McDowell for three, and he answers for Kansas.
You know, they've got 3 or 4 guys that can do just that. In fact, Bill Self said he was going to the portal at the end of last year to go find some shooters. He needed better athletes, but what he really needed was long-range shooters, and he's got more than enough of those.
78-57 is the Kansas lead, 2.5 minutes remaining. Bears back home for 2 games next week. Texas Tech comes in on Tuesday, then TCU next Saturday, a week from tomorrow. Drive by Skillings, layup, no. Rebound Jayhawks. Other end three, no, but a follow-in is good by Trey White.
Yeah, just the ball was up for grabs. It was a long shot by Council in the corner, but on a shot like that, you're not looking at the ball, you're looking at guys that you've got to keep off the glass. Bears just failed to do that.
White 0 for 7 from the floor prior to that one. His first bucket from the floor tonight. Three-pointer, no good by Agbum. Rebound Jayhawks. They keep their foot on the pedal, push the tempo. The minute 45 to go, leading Baylor 80-57. Timeout Kansas.
It's one of the officials.
Oh, one of the officials.
Yeah, he's going to one knee. He was holding his right knee. And, yeah, he's down. And that's the other official called for a timeout with 1:42 to play. But that's the stoppage of play was because of an injured official.
All right, full timeout, 1:45 remaining. Kansas leads Baylor 80-57. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 subvention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, we're told the 999th game in Allen Fieldhouse history tonight. That does not include exhibition games, so just regular season games. Number 1,000 will come when they host BYU in a couple of weeks. And the Jayhawks making 999 memorable right now, leading Baylor 80-57. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
John Morris, Pat Nunley, Dr. Van Goodall with you tonight. Glad you are with us on this Friday night in the Big 12. Full schedule of games coming up tomorrow, one more on Sunday. Third weekend of play in the Big 12. Kansas has, I would say, righted their ship pretty well. Last Saturday they lost at West Virginia. They have come back and beaten Iowa State decisively, and now they're beating Baylor decisively tonight.
Yeah, they've been sneaky like that. You know, traditionally, and every team in the league is going to hit a 2 or 3 game skid and not play as well as they're capable of. And Kansas has seemed to do that, but they'll find it, and I think they have found it. I mean, that win over Iowa State was dominant. I didn't even think that was possible against Iowa State. And in this game, John, second half, they've been dominant as well. In fact, Darren Peterson has only played 8 minutes of the second half. He's only played 8 games this season. Was nursing a sore hamstring for most of the pre-conference race. And maybe that's why we haven't seen much of him here in the second.
All right, Bill Self has cleared his bench with 1:42 to go. About to get going. Jeff Bolig, the TV timeout coordinator, gives a thumbs up and says, here we go. G. Ngala is on the floor for KU, 26-year-old Canadian. They work it into the paint, and the pass there is stolen away. Bears ball. Up the floor, Skilling's three is no good. Skips over the rim. Rebound, Tunde Yesufu. Pass out, stolen by Dawson. Dawson will lay it in, miss the layup at the other end. Rebound, Skillings. In that layup contested as Baylor got back defensively. Here's Yesufu for the Bears. Left corner three, no good. Rebound, Skillings falling down, and he was fouled. Foul's going to be on G. Ngala. Ngala is out there. Jaden Dawson is on the floor here in the latter moments. Roger Ayers was the official that went down. He's sort of rocking and testing that left knee right now. He is back up, and he'll finish the game. Hopefully he's all right. 3 left corner is good by Obi Agbum.
You know, he's found the range, but he's found it way too late.
Yeah.
You know, when the Bears needed points, he just, you know, and it's been closely guarded all night long, but that has been one of the takeaways from this game, John. Bears have gotten points from the guys you'd expect to produce them, Yesufu and Carr, but the supporting cast tonight in terms of point production just has not been there.
80-60 is the lead for the Jayhawks. 52 seconds and counting. Cole Rosario is out there, true freshman from Miami. Jaden Dawson has it left wing. Rosario launching a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound Najee for the Bears.
You know, and Najee's minutes over the last 5 minutes or so have been really meaningful. He's got 4 rebounds in that span.
Nearly had another rebound there. Offensive rebound on the miss by Agbum. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Baylor. And don't discount that. I mean, Najee is still learning.
He is.
And to get some minutes here, even in, you know, even in a blowout loss, I think could be beneficial to him.
That's right. Watching some film with Melvin Hunt on the way back from Oklahoma State and watching Najee, he's just fundamentally not at all where he needs to be, but he hasn't been taught those things.
Yesufu, turnaround jumper, baseline left is good. Makes it 80-62 with 15 seconds to go. Kansas will take the air out of the basketball. Scott Drew and Bill Self, the 2 elder statesmen in the Big 12, both in their 23rd seasons coaching at their schools. Both the winningest coaches at their respective schools meet at midcourt. This one all Kansas, especially in the second half, Pat. They win it by 18, 80-62.
Yeah, and there are a lot of teams, really good teams, that come into Fog Allen Fieldhouse and leave disappointed. Ask Iowa State. And this is a team I thought tonight, John, was one of the best teams in the Big 12, if not the country. When they're playing the way they did tonight, it was inside out. It was not just Peterson. It was Badunga. And then, you know, their work, moving the ball on the offensive side. And then this is a much better defensive team than I think most people expect typical Kansas teams to be. They were really hard to score on. In fact, Bears going to finish this game just 36% from the floor.
Final score, Kansas 80, Baylor 62. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, It's time for the First Central Credit Union Postgame Show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Pat got in a big hole early, down by 15 in the first 5 minutes of this game. Made a nice comeback, actually took the lead 37-36. An 8-0 run got them the lead there. But then Kansas finished the half on a 7-0 run. And it's your analysis that Baylor never really recovered from that.
No, and I thought that was with about 2 minutes, 3 minutes to play, Bears had really found a rhythm offensively. They were getting some stops. And so what they needed to do, wanted to do, was carry that momentum into halftime, and they lost it completely in just a minute 27 at the end of the half, where Kansas went on a 7-0 run and got the lead back, and then really never looked back after that as they took control of the game early in the second half. Bears really could never recover. Bears could not get scoring from meaningful scoring from anybody other than Yesufu and Carr, and that was a problem. And when you come to Allen Fieldhouse, you're going to have to score more than 62 to have a chance to win.
80-62, the final score. We'll continue with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. We're also brought to you by the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member business or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. Back with more after a break on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 80-62, Jayhawks over the Bears on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears!
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Tonight they add to that with an 80-62 win over the Bears. We welcome you back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Pat, you got the final stats. Let's share the highlights of those with us.
Well, just two players actually four players total in double digits in this game. For Baylor, it was Yesufu and Carr. Carr with 24 points. He had 4 rebounds in the game. Tunde Yesufu with 20 and 7 rebounds in the game. A couple of assists to go along with his point production. And after that, John, the cupboard's pretty bare from a Baylor perspective. Got 4 from Caden Powell. Obi Agbem had 9, but I think 6 of those 9 came late in the game when it was had really already been decided. Michael Ratai with just 5 points in the game. And then playing, not scoring, Isaac Williams, James Najee, and Dan Skillings. Now, Skillings did have 9 rebounds in the game. Najee with 5. But it's just tough to come in here. We said this just a minute ago. You score 62 in Allen Fieldhouse, you're probably not going to win. So a good night, but when you get 44 of your 62 from 2 players, that's a bit of a problem. And I think that was really exposed tonight. Bears shot it at just 36%. They made 11 of 29 at the three-point line, 7 of 10 at the free throw line. Wanted more production there, just didn't get it tonight. Kansas got double-digit scoring. In fact, from their perspective, 49 of their 80 from Flory Badunga and Darren Peterson. Peterson with 26. Badunga had a double-double, 23 and 11. Bryson Tiller had 6 and 7 rebounds, 6 points apiece for Trey White and Melvin Council. Marco Jackson was 7 and 3 points apiece for Jamari McDowell and Jaden Dawson. Both those guys provided threes in the game. Maybe a bright spot in this game, Baylor and Kansas dead even on the glass, 37 apiece there. Bears did get 11 offensive rebounds and had 11 second chance points, but just weren't able to get the kind of points they needed there or at the free throw line to offset an otherwise just underperforming team as a team scoring the ball when they really had to. Some of the other stats, Baylor turned it over 11 times, which is right at their average, and that's a goal in every game for the Bears to turn it over 11 or fewer times. But they seemed to bunch those together, had 4 at halftime, and then when Kansas was making its run, Bears turned it over 2 or 3 times in a row, and that was basically their undoing. Kansas, just 4 turnovers in the ball game for the Jayhawks. The Bears had 9 assists on 22 made buckets, 15 assists for Kansas on 32 made buckets. Points from turnovers favored the Jayhawks 13-7 there. 42-18 points in the paint heavily favored Kansas, and that was consistent throughout the game. Kind of expect that with the play of Tiller and Badunga in the low post. I mentioned second chance points. Bears did a great job, I thought, keeping Kansas from scoring in the open floor. Just 8 fast break points for the Jayhawks. Bears with just 4, and then Kansas got 13 points from its bench. Bears didn't get a point from its bench in this game. Kansas, I may have mentioned, 32 of 63. That's 50%, right at 51 actually, from the floor. 5 of 17 from the three-point line. And Kansas was 11 of 13 at the free throw line for the ball game. So, John, a bit of a familiar tune here when you're playing a really, really good team, and I mean really good, in Kansas on the road. You just don't have much room for error. Bears needed more production from other guys, needed to get to the free throw line more often than they did. And it's, up in this place. This is a magical place for Kansas. And Kansas, we said before the game, John, Kansas probably 10 points, maybe more better at home than they are on the road, and they really proved that tonight.
Absolutely. We saw that on display this evening. Jayhawks win it 80-62, the final score. We are brought to you in part by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. And we'll take a break and be back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It follows an 80-62 Jayhawks win over the Bears. First Central Credit Union, everything we do for you here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up the year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Some of the schools with the expanded Big 12, some you play once at home, some you play once on the road, some you play home and away, and this is one that we make the trip to Lawrence. They don't get to come back to Foster Pavilion.
You know, and who knows about the scheduling, but my understanding was they try to keep natural rivalries in place. Baylor will play TCU home and home this year, and I always thought Baylor-Kansas was a pretty good rivalry.
Yeah, true.
At least it was during really, what over that 4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6 year run in the league where it was pretty much Kansas or Baylor running the league during that time. But I think obviously Baylor's going to give Kansas a better game in Waco. That's not going to happen this year. So you come up here, you give it your best shot, and like a lot of other really, really good basketball teams, folks are going to leave here unhappy more times than not.
So the home team wins it tonight over the Bears. 80-62 is the final. Dan Skillings is coming our way. We look forward to visiting with him as Dan sidles up next to us. 80-62 the final score as we continue on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Thanks for coming out, and how's your knee feel tonight?
I'm good, man. I got out there and played with the team and gave it all I got. I'm good.
You did give it all you got. I mean, we were really impressed how hard you were playing. You ended up with 9 rebounds, team's leading rebounder tonight.
Hey, man. We didn't get the win. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah. That's the bottom line for you guys, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What was your mindset coming in, or the team's mindset coming off the Oklahoma State game? Really good win for you guys. Hoping to continue that momentum in here tonight.
Don't get over our heads. Don't let one great game we played together make us settle down and chill out. Work on our stuff just like we did before Oklahoma State, and just coming in and trying to out-toughen them and outbeat them on the boards and things like that. Obviously, it didn't happen. We got to get back to Waco and work on how to be better as a team, be better at sharing the ball and getting everybody involved and taking the right shots and not letting teams outscore us. I think 42-18 in the paint, and we got to attack the paint more, get on the offensive glass more, do the little things that don't show up in the box score.
And Dan, you've been around this league a long time. Really, you spent first 3 years of your career at Cincinnati. Now you're here. So this is not unfamiliar territory for you. You've been to Allen Fieldhouse before. What was this game like? Was it did it kind of feel the same as the other times you've come in here and played the Jayhawks?
Yeah, I'll say, man, I'm blessed by God to play this game, basketball, and every time I get out here, I ain't nervous or worried because I know God has plans for me and plans for everybody on the team, and I'm just playing out here for Him. You know what I mean? And I'm blessed from where I come from to be able to play in front of I don't know how many thousands of people are here, but to play in an arena like Kansas, Allen Fieldhouse is a blessing, and in front of thousands of people, scouts, families, and our team. You know what I mean? And it's a blessing to do that. So I'm just glad I came out here again, my 4th year, healthy, and played with my team and tried to have fun as much as we could.
Well, having been in the league, you understand how important it is to win at home. You got 2 home games coming up this week. Tech, early part of the week, so I know it's a one game at the time kind of thing, but as you guys leave here, how do you regroup and make sure you're protecting the Foster?
We'll get back to a little bit of film and try to correct things that we work on every single day, and work on the small details that we work on in scout. You know what I mean? Just giving up points which we worked over and over again in practice days before, 2 days before, and yesterday, and giving those points up. Just got to be smarter on smaller details. They made a run over buckets that we talked about and what to not give them, and they got them. So I think we got to work on the small details. I think guys, as a team, I think we all have to come together and know we can't win this on our own. You know what I mean? We all got to be bought in. The dudes on the bench, the managers, the GAs, bringing energy, being the best bench in the country. I think we all got to be bought in the same thing, and the same end goal is just to win basketball, win a basketball game. You know what I mean? And if Coach Drew or any of the coaching staff just want me to go out there and play the best defense I can and go get every loose ball and go get every rebound, I'm going to go try my hardest to do that every single night. And everybody needs to find their role in the team and play that to the best of their ability.
I think you guys have an open date. Not an open date, but an off day coming up tomorrow. You've earned that. This has been a tough stretch over the last couple of weeks, hasn't it?
I don't think we earned it, but we should attack it like pros and get treatment and take care of our bodies, because the Big 12 night in and night out is a lot on your body. So I think we need to attack it like pros, go get free throws, and sit in the training room all day.
Very good. All right, that's a great approach. And as Pat said, 2 home games next week. We appreciate you coming out. Thanks for the visit.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, thanks very much.
Thank you.
God bless.
Dan Skillings Jr. coming to visit with us post-game as we continue on the First Central Credit Union post-game show. 80-62 the final score. Bears fall to the Jayhawks tonight here inside Allen Fieldhouse. We'll still visit with head coach Scott Drew coming our way after he does the media press conference here in Allen Fieldhouse. Normally we'd give you some other scores of other games in the Big 12, but playing on a Friday night, Pat, this is it. A real showcase game for the Big 12. Visited with Brian Thornton, the VP for basketball for the Big 12 Conference office at halftime, and he was just bubbly giddy, about this type of exposure on Fox National Television tonight. That's really big for the league.
It is, and I think Baylor-Kansas has a little ring to it, and draws a lot of attention from not just other members of the Big 12, but just basketball fans in general. And it's a shame the Bears just couldn't bring their A game here. They did not. And we've talked about that. You've seen Iowa State, seen Houston both at home. You don't have the kind of room for error that you might have against somebody else to come into Fog Allen and win this game. So you learn from it, you go home, and I think the good opportunity, and I think Dan spoke to it, is go home, protect your home floor. You can beat anybody in the country in Foster Pavilion. It's going to take a really great effort against Tech and then a rematch against TCU on Saturday. But that's the upside. That's the opportunity for this team.
Yep. All right, 80-62 the final here. We'll take a break, continue on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health, enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears!
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
At Magnolia Realty, award-winning agents set the bar for professionalism and excellence. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Magnolia's full-service brokerage will guide you through every step of the process with expert industry knowledge. Their agents are fully invested in learning your story and customizing the real estate experience to suit your stage of life. Magnolia Realty has been serving cities across Texas since 2007, including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected or learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back with us in Lawrence, postgame following an 80-62 loss by the Bears to the Kansas Jayhawks tonight. We welcome you back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. We're also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud corporate partner of Baylor Athletics. So this is the only game in the Big 12 tonight, Pat. Full schedule of games continuing through the weekend. We can look ahead to those games. Tomorrow it begins at 1 p.m. Central. Number 2 Iowa State plays at Cincinnati. Also at 1 p.m. TCU at Utah. 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, top-ranked and undefeated Arizona. They play at UCF, Colorado at West Virginia, 11th-ranked BYU at number 15, Texas Tech, Kansas State at Oklahoma State, and then to wrap up the weekend, Sunday afternoon, 4:30, Arizona State at number 7, Houston. And we're joined now by Baylor head coach Scott Drew. His postgame comments brought to you by Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. And, Coach, welcome to you, and tough night. I mean, this place, when it gets rocking, we know what it's like, and they did in the second half.
We wanted to start out fast. That didn't work. We did a great job fighting back, and when it got 36-37, we didn't get stops. We took some bad shots. They had momentum going into half, and then second half we did a bad job in getting stops and taking the right shots. I mean, at the end of the day, 42-18 in the paint. We only had 9 assists. Credit KU's defense for a lot of it, but we got to do better and execute and finding each other, helping make things easier, and fighting to get the ball in the paint.
One positive was the way y'all fought back. You were down 15 5 minutes into the game, but came back and actually took the lead.
Well, and that's – I mean, we can play in stretches when we're getting stops, and that's the one constant. And for this team, we have to be really good defensively. And then part of being really good defensively is you can't turn it over and you can't take bad shots. And they're the same things, and that puts them in transition. And then there is no defense for transition. So,
Coach, you talk about Yesufu and defense. Had a great offensive game, 20 points in the game. But I thought when you guys moved him to Peterson, like midway through the first half, really did a nice job on him.
Yeah, he did a really good job, and I think the team did a good job being in the gaps. Hindsight, you wish you could go back and change that and put a little more size and length on him. Obi had done really well guarding Masulovic, I can never say his name right, Milan, and then Roy against Kansas State. I'm sorry, Oklahoma State. So we, but I tell you, with Darren's ability to get downhill, we need to put more size, length, and then do a better job in the gaps. And we did do a better job in the gaps later.
Yeah, well, and those ball screen slips. I mean, you scouted it. You weren't surprised by it, but it's still hard to defend it, and that seemed to be something they got pretty consistently.
Well, and that's I mean, the more talented the player, the less margin for error on the execution, and I mean, you're a half second late, and he's dunking on you. This is the best game I've seen him have. I don't know numbers-wise if it is, but I mean, if he can get 23 and 11 the rest of the year, this Kansas team goes to another level.
Yeah, and you got a big night, 44 points combined. Karin Yesufu didn't get a lot of help from the supporting cast.
And that was early on. We had some good looks. They're playing two bigs, keeping one in the paint, and if we could have hit a couple of those open threes, maybe that stretches things. Because I mean, you get open threes, you're not going to not take those. But when you're not making them, you got to get offensive rebounds.
We thought James Najee, he got some quality minutes. It was late in the game, but every minute he gets out there helps him grow, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I thought 5 rebounds was good. He high-pointed some rebounds. We missed him a couple times where we got to do a better job getting him the ball as well as we get used to playing with him. But he did some good things tonight for sure.
And nice to have Dan back. You didn't have him against Oklahoma State, and he ended up your leading rebounder.
Yeah, I thought Dan, 9 rebounds, 17 minutes, did a great job being active. And I thought he showed his toughness getting back and being able to play.
And back home, 2 big games in Foster Pavilion next week.
Well, you got to win your home games, and we haven't done that yet. So we need to. We got the students back, and hopefully we can protect the Foster.
That is great. Coach, thanks for the visit.
Thank you, Baylor
Thanks,
fans.
Coach.
All right, Baylor coach Scott Drew. Post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. So Eric Sharrow here from Alliance Bank here in Lawrence for the game this evening. So let's wrap things up, Pat. Bears fall 80-62. Mentioned those games coming up this weekend in the Big 12. Also mentioned the Baylor women in action tomorrow. They have won 9 straight road games, including a big win over Utah earlier this week. And they'll continue their swing through the Beehive State and play BYU tomorrow afternoon at 3. Listen to the broadcast with Derek Smith and Lori Fogelman on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, again, people are going to leave this place, really good teams, unhappy more times than not. But look at the schedule the Bears have played thus far. They've had 5 games, 3 of them on the road, 2 of them at home, but that was Iowa State and Houston, and 1 on the road was this one at Kansas. So, the idea, again, is get back. Got a good chance to beat Texas Tech at home, have to play really well. But if you look at the ability to win games at home, if you can pull that off, then in terms of riding the ship and getting into a portion of the schedule where the Bears are playing teams that are kind of in that middle echelon, fighting for position, it's sort of best of the rest, and I'm not saying that's exactly where Baylor is, but those teams that are 5, maybe 6 down right now in terms of the standings in the Big 12, Bears get into those games and the schedule might, I'm not going to say ease up, but it's a different kind of schedule, right, really, from that point forward. It has been a gauntlet for the Bears schedule-wise just to start the Big 12 race, and I think that's why they're 1-4.
Yeah, very much so. Well, 2 home games next week for the Bears. That begins with Texas Tech in town on Tuesday. It's an 8 o'clock tip-off. Coach Drew mentioned with a smile on his face that the students will be back. And come on, we need the students there. They really provide the energy in Foster Pavilion. We need to pack that place for the Tech game. And then the following Saturday, a week from tomorrow, TCU comes into Foster Pavilion. So we'll talk to you on Tuesday with the Bears and the Red Raiders. Pat, let's get out of here.
Let's go home.
All right.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yes.
Amelia and Cassandra again.
Big birthday day tomorrow.
Get that one in.
Thanks to Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator this evening. For Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. We appreciate you being with us tonight for the broadcast of the Bears and the Jayhawks from here in Lawrence. Next up, Baylor and Texas Tech. Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. tip-off. We're on the air at 7:30 here on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Thanks for being with us. Final score, Kansas 80, Baylor 62. Good night from Lawrence, Kansas.